Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth, and fancy seeing you here in June. I'm very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. Hello, and welcome back to Big Mouth, and you can keep this and any other conversation I ignite going on over on my Twitter, at Movies TV Mag, my Vero, at Big Mouth 1, and the extension to this channel is my Instagram, kind of. Big Mouth 11289. Hello and welcome to Wednesday's edition of the dceu Daily, and it's a very, very, very momentous day for the dceu franchise. What is the dceu? Well, let's get this out the way if you're new to this channel and new to the dceu Daily. The dceu is the Man of Steel film, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, Suicide Squad, one of the greatest superhero films ever made, Wonder Woman, Justice League, not one of the best superhero films ever made, the Snyder Cut. We need to talk. Basically, Zack Snyder made a 4-hour Justice League movie. They drove him away, or they sacked him, and they lied that he was leaving because of his daughter tragically taking her own life. And then Joss Whedon came in to reshoot and use some of Zack's things. That's the long and the short. So you got Justice League. And then you've got Aquaman. Then you've got Shazam. So they are the movies within the dceu, one of the most unique, talked about franchises in the history of movies and franchises. Sometimes for the right reasons and sometimes not for the right reasons. But it's a massive, massive day. Also, the Joker movie, which was out last year, $1 billion, still making money in some picture houses. Amazing, amazing, amazing. But today's an auspicious day, because Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, love it, is screening today. And after that screening, critics, bloggers and pundits will give their social media reactions. These are not full reviews, but their initial responses. Now, this is very, very exciting. Now, in yesterday's dceu Daily, if you didn't do it, check it out. You didn't see it yesterday, but I was talking about this kind of these reviews not being allowed to be read or seen or heard until a day or two before. Now, I was being a bit mischievous because I know for a fact this is a great movie, and I just can't see even these DC-hating critics and bloggers saying bad things about this movie. But who knows, right? But the real reason, the reason that I know, and this is what I want to talk about right now, the reason I know that it's probably not because they think critics are going to slam the movie, but there is a big, big spoiler for the future of the dceu in this film. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything else, right? It's something really, really exciting. Something really, really exciting. That's the why you're not getting the reviews yet, because they don't, well, they could, listen, I suppose if they were worried about the film's box office, they could get the reviews out early. That's if the reviews are positive. Of course, we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. Now, Clownfish, which is a member of the Fandom Menace, there's no question, that's a YouTube channel, saying that Birds of Prey will actually have the lowest opening in dceu history. That's interesting. I don't know. All I can tell you is what I've seen. I saw an excellent self-contained movie, apart from this one thing that happens. Look, check out the movie. There's a lot of people that have been given free tickets to go to this screening. I wasn't one of them, but I was given free tickets for an earlier screening last week, and I got the private jet. I left Cyprus. I went somewhere else and saw the movie. It was amazing. Not bad for someone who only gets 50 to 100 to 150 views per video, is it? Why? Why do they like me? I don't know. Anyway, I'm a passionate DC fan. That is one of the reasons, and they do reward DC fans with these things. And you know what? And I think I'm very balanced in my views as well. I don't really go into it, you know. There's a lot of stuff. I want to talk about Matt Reeves. 2 days ago, Matt Reeves had a picture of the clapperboard. It was the first day of shooting on the Batman. How exciting is that? But unfortunately, we had rogue elements of Release the Snyder Cut and Zack Snyder fans being really nasty, saying, "You betrayed Ben Affleck, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to support you." And he didn't betray Ben Affleck. At the time, he came out and talked about doing the movie with Ben. That's because he had no choice. The studio were not ready to tell you and to tell me, even though I knew months before any of you lot did, that Ben Affleck wasn't going to be playing Batman. Kind of. Maybe. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I'm not convinced Ben's never going to play Batman again. I'm not convinced that Ben isn't involved in the Batman movie. We shall see. We shall see. This would certainly help, if he did have a cameo at least, help people mourn his Batman a little bit. Well, we'll see. Anyway, I knew Ben wasn't going to be the lead of the Batman movie. I even knew that Robert Pattinson was going to be the Batman a long time off, and I was very happy with that decision, but I didn't talk about it. There's some things, there's things I know going forward. I already told you about what JJ's doing with Justice League and the Superman film. There's some things I can literally not tell you, or I will never get invited to test screenings and official screenings again. So, unfortunately, you play the game in the aspects of not telling you lot everything. But I certainly know things. It is amazing, really. I've built this channel up, and, well, I haven't built it up to much. As I say, it's a very small channel. But what it is with social media, and always remember this, if you've got a social media account on Twitter, Instagram, anything, right, and you're worried about the amount of views and follows and friends you've got, it's not how many people are following you. It's the right people following you. Now, I'm happy because the people who watch my videos, they're the right people. And, you know, the very important people watch my videos. Hello, and I appreciate your support. So even though I don't have 40k subscribers and the whole of the movie industry don't know about me and things like that, and Zack Snyder's probably never seen my video before, there are a lot of kind of people in the industry who do watch me. And sometimes I do sell close to the vest and say things they don't agree with. But at the end of the day, I'm not a puppet. I'm here for you and for me. I'm a fan at the end of the day. So really, really excited for these opening thoughts from bloggers and pundits and critics about Birds of Prey and the emancipation of one Harley Quinn. I can see nothing else but positivity, everyone. But we shall see. And on tomorrow's DCEU Daily, I'm going to be all over these tweets. I'm going to have my device out. I'm going to be reading them to you. And we can decide if these people truly have an agenda. So, as I say, look, Birds of Prey is the first big movie. And I know everyone's excited about Men in Black. Was it Men in Black 3? Yeah, they're doing really well and everything. It's a good, solid movie. Surprised at its success. But then again, there's nothing really else to watch anyway. This was, two iconic actors coming back as two iconic characters when they did two other movies with these characters. So it was always going to work. And this is Will Smith. Everyone loves Will Smith. And actually, just getting away from the DCEU for a split second, are you a Lethal Weapon fan? Because it was announced on the Hollywood Reporters Roundtable that Richard Donner, the director of Superman the movie, yes, the man who made me fall in love with Superman in the first place, is returning with Mel Gibson and Danny Glover for Lethal Weapon freaking 5. I thought I'd give you that. Really excited. May do a video. I'm really focused on the DCEU videos right now and my Doctor Who videos, so I don't think I have the time. But this is why you should follow me on my Instagram, BigMouth11289. I do my bite-sized minute videos and I tell you other stuff, right? Including the DCEU. So, a very auspicious day today. It's a massive day because I love the DCEU. In fact, there's not a movie in the DCEU I totally despise. Even Justice League. I watch... Look, you're going to hate me. You may unsubscribe. I watch the Justice League all the time. And there are elements of that film that are not too bad. It's a shame that what they did they hacked poor Henry's lips to pieces. But at the end of the day, it's the only Justice League movie I have. So I'm going to keep on watching it until we get the Snyder Cut. So now we go to the Snyder Cut. What is going on with the Snyder Cut? Well, I don't have any new pieces of artwork to show you, which is a shame. I tried to screenshot a few, but my phone's crap. But I will try and get on that tomorrow. But yeah, there is this competition for the Snyder version of Justice League fan art poster, which is very exciting. Maybe when the Snyder Cut's released, the winner's poster entry will be used. How exciting would that be? But anyway, let's talk about the Snyder Cut. Where are we? It's interesting, actually. I've noticed that I've been noticed by HBO Max. Yes, very interesting. Their official Twitter account liked one of my posts. Now, it was an unrelated post. I think no. This is what they did. They said just a friendly reminder that James Wan is producing the Aquaman animated miniseries, which I'm really excited about, by the way. And I just went yeehaw or something. They liked it. And it's very rare for these people to actually, so I don't know if they know who I am, but that's interesting. That's exciting. Now, HBO Max starts in America, launches in America, is it April or May or something like that? It's going to be very, very interesting if we do actually get the Snyder Cut on that platform. So watch that space. And as I said to you before, be wary about April. You know, there's a lot of BS spoken. There's a lot of rumours. It's really funny. Was it Louis Centeno? Have we all heard of Louis Centeno? Look, I love Louis Centeno. He's a passionate lad. But he came up with some utter BS a few months ago about Matt Reeves being sacked and Ben Affleck coming back to write, direct and star. And who is it? Is it CBN Cringe? You must follow CBN Cringe on Twitter. Hilarious. And he posted what he said, and of course, then the clapperboard of the first day of production for Matt Reeves. Look, we needed to talk about the Batman a little bit more before I sign off today. This is really exciting. I don't know. What's it a part of? The DCEU? Is it part of the Black Label, or is it just a self-contained movie? We look at the evidence, and you say, this can't be part of the DCEU. I mean, Commissioner Gordon, actually, he's not, that's it. He's not Commissioner Gordon yet. That's interesting. He's just Gordon, and we talked about that the other day. And actually, they've cast the commissioner, so that's interesting. So we are going back to the early days of Batman, but it's just, I mean, at first when I heard that Mr. Wright was playing Gordon, I was like, well, he's an actor of colour. How can he be the same one? But actually, you know, we've seen with Doctor Who, you know, casting a woman as the Doctor. We've seen so many different kind of, you know, either women or people of colour cast as iconic characters that have only been played by men or white people before. So I've got to kind of dumb down on that and go back on what I said and say, well, just because Jeffrey Wright is a person of colour, it doesn't mean he's not the same Gordon as in the Justice League movie. So actually, this could be a prequel to Ben Affleck's Batman. For me, this would be brilliant. For me, this would be brilliant. And interestingly enough, Matt Reeves hasn't said that's not the case. Now, he hasn't said it is the case, but he certainly hasn't put a kibosh on it. So that will be the next thing to look out for. What is this film? We know it's a noir drama. Everything I've heard about this film, I love. There's nothing I've heard. The castings, I'm really happy with the castings as well. I'm happy with the way Matt's so happy and sarcastic and humorous on Twitter. Him and Michael Giacchino, I mean, it was funny, wasn't it, when the other day when Matt Reeves was teasing the clapperboard and Michael Giacchino says, I'll be right there. So these two are in perfect sync. And by the way, Michael Giacchino is, as I've said before, one of my favourite composers. The Lost Season 1 soundtrack is one of the most powerful soundtracks I've ever heard. So I'm really, really excited to see what he's going to do with Batman. Will he take on the themes that Hans Zimmer did? Will he take on the themes that Junkie XL did? Or is there going to be new pieces of music? So that, my friends, is of course very, 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 very exciting. And I can't wait for more teases and things about the Batman. But what do you think, everyone? How do you think the reactions are going to be? The social media embargo reactions today after the very special screening of Birds of Prey and the fantastic emancipation of one Harley Quinn. Well, I'll tell you what to do. If you want to see my reaction to that, right, and I think it's tonight or today where the reactions come in, right, as I say, go to my Instagram, add me, bigmouth11289. Now, I know you're going to be tempted to try and DM me, but unfortunately, I have too many DMs and too many things to do. I can't always respond to you. It's really, I've got messages coming all. I'm not trying to make out I'm all important, but it's difficult. But comment on my post. That's cool. I'll like them. It's easy for me to quickly reply to you on there, right? Rather than DMs. And I don't think DMs is a safe place for anyone because it's too private. DMs should be for friends, shouldn't they? People we know in the real world. And, you know, comments can be liked and loved and replied to, and everyone else can see them too. So we're all protected. That's what I think anyway. So please like, share, and subscribe. Share the video, like the video. Please share the channel if you like me even a little bit. And I'll be back tomorrow with even more DCEU Daily. And of course, I'm going to react to people's reactions for Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn. I'm so excited for all of you to watch it. See you again tomorrow. High five!